to communicate. So that's what I tried all these. So to look for the materials which are around, which to incorporate to tell the story. So I thought, this is more important. This is not the main temple, the backside of the temple, but the full moon is only visible on from that side. But it worked out. So then happens, how much you are interested, how much you are involved, how much you can inspired by the situation and the ground reality. That gives you more strength for your pictures. First, more pictures you help you out to tell the story. These are very ordinary pictures, if you see it, but it have elements which tell the story of the place. This was Kalasham, Anyway, I don't get into the detail of the rituals. This is just before the main yagam this planned. It was a 10 days yagam, which were invited more than 50 to 200 sadhus and priests from all over India. And it was sometime in October, and there were a lot of preparation happened. So I started from day one onwards. I did all the preparations, which is part of the yagam. So all this is just a land which later become a yagashala. So this is the main priest is giving that arani. Arani, you might have heard about it, which is a traditionally, take out the fire for the yagam, which we don't use any lighter or anything. It is. So these are tools to collecting from the main temple. And why I'm saying is documenting how I'm documenting the event. So these are the tools, which is made out of banyan tree, and they do. This is the method they take the fire out of it. Very primitive method, and too auspicious there. So for this, you have to be very much there with your full body, mind, and understanding, and without disturbing them. You cannot, you should not be the problematic for them, for their event. Even though they will trouble you a lot, but you have to be very. So then they do the Bhumi Puja. So all this being invaded. So this is the person who's been appointed as an acharya. So he will be taking permission from them. It's all the ritual part. Then only for that ceremony, he will be the chief person to control the entire event. So they locate the place to dig out the pit. It is Kund, the Yaga Kund. You understand that? So even if you don't know the ritual, you have to do a study with them, and understand from them, what exactly going to happen. So you never know, what is important, and many things happens in front of you. You have to have that third eye to be, as a full-time alerted photographer. Otherwise, you can't document it. So that same place, it become, there are 7 kunds they made. These are part of this rituals. Actually, if I explain it, it will take another 216 pages of book I made. It will take another 200 hours. This is just one example. He's actually a professor from Kolkata, and he is a Calicut chief priest of Calicut. He being invited. So this is the way they do. So you see that plain ground become a proper Yagashala. So this is a real snake came in one day, and for them it's very auspicious. For me, it was an opportunity. And it's, luckily I was there, or otherwise I could have missed this opportunity. So now I come back to what I said. It is very important to be very alerted, and you cannot sleep unless until everything over there. Even over there, there will be something. So that's the problem with the documentary photographers, which you cannot leave it. And because you cannot do photoshopping, you cannot do AI. When you're doing a documentary photography, there is no AI process in this. If I didn't get it normally in the wedding, they'll add snake from the stock. So this small elements will be add to add to your story. I mean, some elements. I don't know how to explain it. It's when it comes to a full storytelling, like cinema. Every single thing which you see is will be that part of that story in cinema. Cinema, which one scene you cannot take it out. So that being planned, scripted, everything. So this is the way it happens. It's like a documentary. You have to shoot every single thing around cinema. And the tools, the tools and machines they use it for,
Sir, is that includes videography too?
Sorry?
Is that includes videography too?
Absolutely. Very, very much. Videography, see, I work in the method of a cinema. So that's why you see every single detail. All this is when come to video, there will be a moment involved and sound involved. When still comes, you have the frame which is this is a single frame. You have to compose everything in it, and you have to beautify the thing in one frame. Cinema, in documentary or film or video, beautifying it's not important. The story have to connect from one scene to one object to another object and one scene to another scene. Then it works. Here it only you need a lot of. But why I'm showing this? This is like in cinema we do all this. Every single element to be documented as part of the story. So this is part of the book. So when a book comes, then you understand it. Why all this is important. Nearly in 10 days, nearly 2,000 pictures I had. From that, I think 200 or 250 images been used to, for the book. This is the one project I think I did it in time and did it to the full end to end. I'm lucky to bring out that book. It's a book later you can see it. It's become this profitable book now. So why I'm showing is documenting. Documenting is like it's how you document and why you document for whom. It's very important. It doesn't matter what you document. What you get to document is not important. So what you're getting for a documentation, that is more important. And how are you going to do it? And how are we going to give them? I love to showcase this case study because it started from nothing, and I formed it into a complete complete storytelling package without any intention, because I never thought that it's going to be a book. In between, I told them, like I have a lot of pictures. Let's have a show, and your temple also will have that publicity. So today the temple works with publicity, and sorry to say, and that's very important too. So I said, and they said, why exhibition? Okay, we can do exhibition. Then I said, then who will see this, they have a problem. I said, we'll bring the crowd. No, it may not worth it. It's how much you might have to spend. I said 2 to 3 lakhs rupees for a show. So he said it's not worth it. Anyway, we'll do it. So later, after this Yagam, I said, why can't we bring it in the book form? They're actually waiting for it. They didn't know how to bring that. So that was again an opportunity for me and lucky part of mine, because there was no game players to compete with me, bid with me. So I was through friendship, and he said, okay, so let's do it. So this is printed in an imported paper, very costly paper, and the entire book cost me around 15 lakh rupees. So only some people can afford it. So they're selling it for so and so price. So they funded, that's why this project became complete. Otherwise, I could have keep shooting. I'm still shooting, so the second book is coming now with an addition.
Especially for this temple.
Sorry?
Especially for this temple.
It's especially for this temple. So that's what I'm coming to say. It's a very small temple. If you go there, I don't blame it, but I don't think you won't see that much visibility, because the book is about it's 20 months to complete. So nearly 20 Paurnami I thought. But the book started working after 12 or 13 Paurnamis. So that means 13 Paurnami pictures are in this book. So the 13th full moon day, what they do is every day there is different activity. One month this yagam happened. Another month, I will come to that rituals. So these are the spices they'll put it into it. I don't know how many people know about the yagam and all. It's a ritual, rarely happens, right? But today is common, but in the past it's very rare. So normally when the yagam happens, not public or anyone, not everyone can enter into the yagashala. But here they allowed with the people who have registered before and had rhythm and all. So they are allowed to participate. So the public can also participate in this. And of course with the fees. This is a major guest or invitees who come from different places, like from Madura or temple chief place. And Aguri also came one day. So this is what I know. Every day, it's like something or the other happens. So if I go there one day and one Paurnami and I can make a book, it's not possible. It couldn't happen. So this is another belief, belief which after all this, with all the smoke, with all this ghee and spices, smoke will go up in the air, and there will be a cloud formation, and there will be a rain. Fortunately, there was rain next week, heavy rain. And you can understand the science, but it happened. This is another one pulmonary period. It's huge. Like the firewalk. This is another day. It's another pulmonary day. This is that coconut oil. They boiled and this usually happen in the southern India. I think in Andhra somewhere also. Tulunadu and till the Tamil Nadu. He's a college professor. is that Guruji, we were talking in the afternoon. So Guruji, after Guruji, everything, wind up. After that, you look and burn the temple and kind of. Guruji has become symbolic, very conceptual. Earlier, it used to happen in a different way. So then they collect these ashes from the kund. It's very important to immersion to somebody. So they took it to the Kanyakumari. So each ritual tells a story, not just of but of belonging, loss, identity, and humanity. Through photography, I try to present those stories. So this is a book, happened after this. This is released in April 2023. Thanks to the. So these are a few pages from how the ordinary picture become part of the story. This was a former governor. He was very fond of this place. So the same picture you saw it, and when I use it in the book. Now it's very important part of ethics. That is somewhat sustainable for my life. It's cultural sensitivity and how to avoid. So then after many years of documenting Pan India all throughout India, I mean, I was with Outlook magazine and India Today, so I get to travel a lot. So wherever I travel, I carry my projects along with. I have a couple of projects lined up, and keep that in mind, and I keep looking for it. So see, I go for an assignment for a particular thing. So that will end up in so and so time, or it start from so and so time. So there are other lecture times which you have time to sleep. So when I go there, I don't sleep or I don't waste time. So I go around and look for my, to find out visuals for my project ideas. So this is the one project which came up to do is a woman in religious rituals. So now you see the complete documentation of a place. Then now I'm doing a documentation which is very conceptualized and thematically, and will it may or I don't know when it come out. I keep doing it because the problem with that subject is like very wide, and every single thing is I want to include it. So when it comes to including that ideas and subjects, I found it very difficult to get shoot done. So maybe this is a regular thing. It's a routine thing. So there are certain things don't happen routine. So certain things you have to travel to a place where all these rituals are happening. They're taking time. Are you getting time to read? So it is slow. This was actually I was doing a documentary for Coca-Cola. So they did a lot of water harvesting in that place. So I went for to do something else, and this is I included in my still photo project. This woman husband was the sarpanch. So we were doing interview, and she came to pull out water for us, drinking water. So then I shot. So it's become part of this weekend. This again, I was traveling in somewhere else in Madhya Pradesh, interior of something for a different project. Is it on this one? This very interior of Uttar Pradesh. This is also, I think, near that person. Actually, after seeing, very frank, after seeing this situation, I thought, okay, this also should be part of the ritual story. Yeah, it happens that way. I mean, this is not scripted like, went for to shoot these two ladies, mother and daughter. Actually, not. They were doing something else on my way to do something else. This is a routine scene, regular scene in front of hospitals. Anybody from Delhi here? Oh, Chowdi Bada. The way they ride cycle rickshaw and after this Mehndi, I don't know how they sit. It's very difficult. They're doing Mehndi inside. Oh my God. The Chowdi Basa cycle rickshaws are ride like our private buses in Kerala. This again, I went for a different, I think it's been Ishi. So it was doing a documentary for the Red Cross. I mean, most of my projects are actually come from, it may be coordinate with the other project being assigned. Because why? Because it's otherwise, personally, I cannot do all this. It's too much of, financial burden. I cannot travel. One of my other project was, shooting through the window of train, Indian Railway. That took me nearly 10 years to. Now I don't call it complete. To some extent, I did it. And that what happened was all this outlook assignment they used to send me in flight. That's it. I come by train. Book me on the third AC because third AC only have that window, which I later I will see that now it's going to be booked. It's the same temple. It's both there. It's a tribal funk feast, which somewhere near the Irene Cow. There is one more. Acham, sorry, Acham is a very, it's a tribal belt, and these are Malayalians, Uralis, right? They have different festival altogether on the same occasion. So, lot of story behind that. It's a story coming on. I've been working on a project with these Malayalians on Sri Lanka. It's all dream projects. Very systematic. So you don't see the what we saw in the Paurnami cow, which you don't see it here. Even though those are Dravidian culture, adopting it. Here they have their own thing, very indigenous rituals they have. All the feast you saw it here, it's all Kalaminandorian, Kappa, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What are I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chena.
Jena and all that. Many, all.
It has 5 kind of roots. Yeah. They use
All
5
these are
varieties.
different.
Mm.
I want to say they don't use rice from outside. They don't use kurimanti. They don't use any all that kind of the outside forest stuff. They are their own and color. Then the tudi, then honey. All these are the important. Where you saw all the spices. It's a very luxury puja. So again, yesterday we were talking about it's all about belief, trust. Where we come from and what are the surroundings we live and where we adopted, what we adopted. So we believe in that. It's not necessarily they're doing it, so we also have to do it. It's wrong. You know it, right? Northern India, many occasions, like during the Diwali, this sort of rituals happens everywhere. They go around and they walk kilometers and kilometers to reach that temple. Women have a lot of restrictions in mosque. They can't enter into main shrine and the namas. So they do it in the different places. These again they don't like photography. I had even though I did 3-4 years or throughout Delhi when I was there, encounter with many issues. Somehow get out of it. we document all these things. We think that not going to exist from tomorrow. So that's why the rituals should be documented. Things are changing, and but I don't think it will vanish. Since we live. This particular mini nose, right? When I'm shooting since 90s. But last 2 years I went there and start shooting, and within 2 hours I got escorted. Because of Mountain Ratchapad, there are many photographers. Lot of cameramen, including me. So
What is it? Some of the photography clubs goes.
yeah, they
They
do
plan, they
workshop,
workshop, and
now from Bengal and a lot of people. I get
Bengal,
calls from
this
Kolkata,
thing.
my friends. When it's
Same.
happening, I'm landing, you come. 2 times I went with them. They're happy. Still, there is an excitement. Even though next time also I'll go. Actually, I did a plan, a documentary, and worked on a documentary with them in 2004. Couldn't complete it. That was become my routine habit now. Because of fun, I couldn't complete it. That was on a tape. I went around nearly 25 hours of footage I had. I traveled with them from Palakkad to Kodugallur. It was amazing experience. Palakkad is more Ratchapads are there.
yeah, they have a ritual right. That's why they take up the
Journey from there.
40 days, go, start.
And most of the Ratchapad come from
Kolkata.
Palakkad. Now then to Shur, and so this is before she breaking the head. So this after breaking the head, and this is like she's. There's a lot of vibes. That's the reason photographers matter.
Oh, you love this. We'll wind it up.
Okay. That wind up.
Oh, no, go on. Go back. A lot of dressing. They all know that the photographers are there.
Oh yeah, he's a celebrity. It's all gold. I don't know, maybe a original one.
Gold, yeah.
But there are some people come with NRI Ratchapads are there. They come from Dubai, fly down, and then the gathering, all that. It's a big story. If I go there, another 1 hour. Right, a lot of experience, and there are groups conflict there. They fight. Major issues happen.
This is a major ritual.
It's a major ritual.
All the pride there.
All right.
Really please.
First they do this patta model. Then it's a Kodikal. Kodikal needs to be there.
Yeah.
And a Modi turn. Then they go around. Then they break the head.
From that, I don't know what to call that. How they break their head.
With that sword.
With sword.
The sword have see this part, right? I mean that part, and that will. It's like in Muharram, they do it with blade and knife, and this is particularly, and it's very dangerous. It's around, and because of the sun,
Sun,
the
time.
time goes out.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock,
Midday.
12 o'clock,
Midday.
Like what time till they have to like to be like,
around 2 o'clock, because after 2,
There is
everything
no-
is to be stopped. After that, there is no blood. Kavutundal without blood. That's another ritual. I don't have the photograph. This is actually they're going.
Yeah, it's going for. Okay. Blood will get dried up.
All right. I think he controls it or something. I don't know. He could. After that, she didn't calm down. He's a doctor in, I think, folklore. Or, I'm not sure. She's a double doctorate. She has. She was researching on Hyderabad and she did all this trans now. So Jolie,
She's getting into trance. I don't know.
will wind up.
And this is the best to wind it up. This is from where?
Kulasai.
Oh,
It's in Tamil Nadu. The Mutharaman.
Uttaraman.
Then again another photographer's delight.
Yeah. This is. So your continuing journey is continuing. Life is positive. That itself is saying it has time of.
Sort of midnight, they do a puja which is very secret. And doing the documentary time, so they allowed me to shoot. Otherwise, it's a very personal, private event.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And
We'll get a couple of questions.
without trouble.
About the
Do
time.
you think what you do is realistic?
Sorry.
Do you think what you do with your lands is realistic? Society, you depict things as they are. Do you think you belong to a realistic school of photography?
I am.
You are.
It's not, I don't call it realistic. It's a documentary photography. You cannot manipulate. It's very modern.
But there is some
Even-
intervention of your lens.
Sorry.
There is an intervention
Yes.
of your lens. Suppose lens is different.
Hmm.
There is an intervention.
No,
So you think it is
no,
intervention free?
lens don't manipulate.
Lens don't matter, but if you use a different lens, it will be different. At least hypothetically.
Okay. It can be, yeah. But I'm, my argument is it's, whatever they do, we won't include it. We don't get into
That part I
it.
understand.
It's a
But
document.
is there, I
Taking an
understand.
angle.
Can you say it is realistic?
Yeah, of course. Taking an angle, it's all my creativity.
Yes.
That's what I said, no, it's how you present, whatever it may be, how you present it is more important. So the small temple, I brought it into a comfortable mode. It because of, I can say that it's because of my pictures. Otherwise, it's nothing there. You know, if you talk about the temple activity, it's the same thing everywhere. I don't have to document it. So when this place, I found it more wise because I think in a different way, which in creativity. So that a manipulation happened from my side.
Yes.
Your mind works,
Mind
your
works,
perspective works like
Yeah.
that. That is why there are some.
But philosophically, no. I don't, get into their ritual aspects or
Concept.
I never say that, do this, do that.
It's not allowed.
Allowed also. Then end of your story. Then,
Anyone have a question from online? There's only eight people from online. Anyone else?
Sir, have you been to, have you shooted in Bihar?
Many times I did a book on both Bihar.
Okay.
And that in Odisha. Sorry. Bihar, I did a book here. And another book on jazz book is in Odisha. So Again, documentary part. But Bihar rituals hardly agree. Because all the Biharis are doing rituals in Delhi. So
Yeah.
all this Chhat Puja is actually a
And Pune is from Delhi, no?
no, Chhat Puja is
From
Bihar certain culture.
No,
Ceremony.
no,
This is from Delhi.
yeah, this-
Most
okay,
of them
okay.
Yamuna. But I have Bihar. Fortunately, one Chhat Puja time I was in Bihar. I was traveling in Bihar. Yeah.
So, but this is a very humongous.
You're from
collection.
Bihar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I
Because
saw
now-
pictures, I felt like, okay, this aspect of Bihar is not documented somewhere.
That is Bihar's issue.
I
They always
I
say, where
agree.
is Bihar?
I agree, sir.
Where is Bihar?
I
They
agree.
will always think, where is Bihar?
So, if you're interested, you can have a look at this.
Yeah, one second, I request Hari to just, no, Ali bhai, okay. Come. Okay.
No.
Hey, on behalf of us, we are like that. Hey, this is very common to you. Come.
Hari, you also. No, both of us will do.
Come.
Both of us will do.